11:44 hours. Medic response.
I'm only using my super move.
One word describes the Cole family: happy. It's a high-energy mix of love and fun.
Garrett's our oldest, and he's 8 years old, and he is very imaginative and just loves life.
Megan is 6 years old, and she's larger than life. She's pretty adventurous, very outgoing, very social.
Look at me!
Lindsay's 3, she's very capable. I mean, from a very small age, she would climb out of her crib and just go help herself to things in the fridge.
What you doing? And Ryan is very inquisitive. He just loves to watch things and just see what's going on.
And the heart of the family is Becky. For John, she's the girl he fell in love with in college.
She loves to just kind of goof around and joke around and just come up with great, funny little statements that make me laugh on a regular basis. And that's one of the things that just keeps us happy.
For Garrett, Megan, Lindsay, and Ryan, Becky is the center of their world.
Yeah. So what do you have to do to figure it out?
1,000.
Becky is kind of the glue that holds the family together. She keeps the kids happy.
I'm the mom.
She's just a happy person. She's a very positive person.
We just wanted kids, and that's always what we wanted. What do you think, Ryan?
Becky was nearly 9 months pregnant with Ryan when her heart stopped.
I remember being really tired.
My wife is 9 months pregnant. She's falling down and she doesn't look like she's breathing.
I remember brushing my teeth and looking over at John saying, I feel really dizzy. And that's the last thing I remember.
All of a sudden I heard a big slam and I look over and I see her collapsing to the floor.
I need an emergency ambulance right now.
I checked her pulse and she didn't have a pulse at all. Couldn't feel anything.
We're gonna start doing CPR on her, okay?
The woman on 911 was great at counting with me and helping me, keep the pace of the CPR and everything. It seemed like forever went by.
We're gonna do it 30 times again, okay? Pump her chest. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
John kept going until Medic 1 arrived. Paramedics took over CPR, then began to shock Becky's heart.
And I kept thinking, okay, good, this is gonna work. But it kept not working.
It took more than 20 minutes before Becky's heart began to beat again.
That was just probably one of the biggest sighs of relief that I've ever had in my life, because I was really, a young pregnant woman. You're really pulling for her. It was very emotional, I think, for everybody there.
For Matt Nelson, this was a very personal call. His own wife was pregnant at the time, and she was also having heart problems.
I don't think I've ever been so emotional after a call before. I mean, I needed some time to sit and kind of wrap my head around what happened, and I actually ended up going home after this call too, just because I felt so emotional at the time, and I just needed some time to think about it, and I wanted to go see my wife too, so.
On the way to the hospital, John knew that Becky and their baby might not recover.
So I kind of resolved myself to the fact that, my baby might not make it through this still, and my wife might come out of this with long-term effects. But I was glad that she was alive, at the least. So it was a terrible night. I was up all night with her at the hospital, just waiting to find out what was going to happen.
What happened was the kind of miracle that great medical teamwork makes possible. 8 months after being delivered in an emergency C-section, Ryan is a happy, healthy baby. Becky survived with no brain damage. And almost equally miraculous, the children slept through the entire crisis.
We were pretty open with them on their level, what had happened. Mom's heart got sick, but I'm okay now. And Megan loves to tell people about the defibrillator that I have. She'll always pull my shirt. Mom has this, a heart checker,
Everybody else good back there?
For Garrett, Megan, and Lindsay, Medic 1 is just one more thing that makes life fun.
You hear it now?
I can hear it!
For Becky and John, these are heroes. They'll always remember what they nearly lost, and that their children might have grown up without a mother.
No one else would love my kids the way I do. And Lindsay, who's only 3, wouldn't even remember me. And my husband, you know, who would be without his wife, without the mother of his children, you know, without his partner. Yeah, look at me.
My life revolves around my family. And the thought of having to continue my family with only part of it, what is just unbearable.
Where do you think those go?
Arms?
If these paramedics had not trained as hard as they had, if they hadn't learned all the skills that they have learned, if they weren't as quick at getting to our home, we would have had a different outcome, and I wouldn't have my wife today. And it's a huge blessing. It's a wonderful miracle in my life.
Extraordinary circumstances, extraordinary people. Thanks to Medic One and the Medic One Foundation, miracles happen every day. When you have 6 minutes to live or die, training, research, and medical oversight count.